So I had the fun thing of after I showered yesterday, I laid down in the bed, which means that all my hair was pulled back, so it actually has a little bit of body. I keep forgetting this is how you do this. You have to let your hair dry in a certain way, and then it actually works. Although sweeping it over to the side with a mohawk cut makes it look really weird. It's also super weird because whenever I do it, I always do the mirror of what actually probably looks good. And then I actually see myself in a proper, like, those weird reverse mirrors, and I'm like, ew, oh, God, I'm ugly. And trust me, when I see, that's why I cut my hair short. That's why, whether or not you see me as that does not necessarily mean that I don't see myself as that. The issue is the benefit. The confluence of actions is that I take action. Rather than say, I'm ugly. I may not take action right away.
I don't have my wallet. I have my keys.
Oh. So when I was at the gym, I asked one of the guys about the weight machine that also does a body fat percent, because there's an athletic and then there's a normal. And I was like, what's the difference? And they're like, I just do normal for everyone. I'm like, that makes sense for consistency's sake. But he's not even sure about the body fat percentage on it anyways, because it measures through your feet. And he even agrees that it's a little thing. He'd prefer if it did one like through the hands also. And I'm like, that kind of crosses the heart. That's an issue, but yeah, you don't do. I'm like,
Low voltage, low amperage, it should be fine.
But pacemakers.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So I've thoroughly determined that at least this season, and she'd been going that way, on the 100, the chickie who, Octavia, she's neutral evil. She's not fully chaotic evil, but she definitely is tipping between C and N. Typically, as they say, chaotic evil is downright like batshit crazy. She's calculated and will do just, Erin's like, she's chaotic neutral. I'm like, okay, I'll give you that one for a little bit. And then she did something, I looked at Erin, I'm like, no, she's neutral evil. Like, she flat out, she knew what she was doing was wrong and still did it. With a smile on her face. You'll get it. You'll realize there's a face coming up. Oh wait, no, you're Dusty. There we are. It gets used to a very close-in focus.
Gotcha.
So what are you gonna say?
She's what we call homicidal maniac.
And like, I try not to do like alignments to fictional characters because I understand they're supposed to be archetypes and stuff, and they're supposed to kind of be simplistic, but it's just like, ever since Babylon 5, I'm just like, characters are complicated.
Yeah.
But you can always look at Mr. Morden going, you're neutral evil. So, like I said, if you watch Babylon 5, you understand what I mean by Mr. Morden is definitively evil, whereas the rest of the characters have a little bit of variance in what they do over time. But Octavia, well, she's supposed to be kind of, like, she was fairly good, kinda, but then she got soured and she got corrupted by stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, based on the stank that was on the clothes yesterday in the washer, I decided to run the the cleaner. So I'm running it on a second short wash. Yeah, it's just basically similar to rinsing, because it has such a caustic chemical. Alright, I'm done at the gym. I've been talking with Mitchell from Light about Light and Lightning. Don't think he actually lives in Light. But we're talking about like pronunciation. We were basically, he was teaching me about schwa, which is the upside down E, lowercase e, in the API or whatever it is. And I made the joke about Mercedes. And now we're having a discussion about the fact that Mercedes is slightly said different, but it might just be my accent, because I say Mercedes. He's like, which one's the schwa? And I'm like, I don't think there is one, but if anything, it would be the unstressed middle one. Because it's sort of like, these nuts. I'm gonna get back to chatting with him.
I pumped up the difficulty, so I wound up getting like 300 some odd calories in 20 minutes. Like, I'm burning more calories in the same amount of time, which is good. I was dinking around a lot today. Really not doing much of anything. I had the video done pretty much as I took air this morning. Cleaned house and did some Heroes of the Storm and waited for the laundry to finish. To be fair, when I left, I put actual laundry in the washer, but I had to go shopping for little steaks and get Aaron his burger. But we have thoroughly determined that the ammonia smell that I was so worried about is literally just my nose. I'm almost hallucinating it, because I came back from, because I didn't smell anything on my shirt sometime last week when I came home. Then we went somewhere, I think it was to Mama Doe, and then we came back and I asked him to smell my shirt, and I'm like, I could detect a hint of it. I mean, it's pretty bad. And he's like, I don't smell a damn thing. That's pretty much what's going on with that. Yeah. I don't really have anything I'm doing much tomorrow morning anyways. The sun is starting to wake me up earlier, and I'm thinking of just getting up when my body wants to wake up rather than laying in bed trying to futz around with stuff. Yeah. So I'm trying to save a little bit of money and not swinging by that Albert Heijn. Picking up, I mean, to be fair, the coconut water is kind of necessary because it has extra potassium, but it's not, there's no chocolate flavored stuff, so I have to buy something else to chase it because it's fucking nasty. And I just tell you this much right now, with these headphones in, my voice sounds like my ears are plugged. I mean, technically, they are. I also have music going in them, but anyways, probably gonna look into swap feets here pretty soon. The weather seems to have bottomed out at a fairly decent outdoor temperature. I know. Getting a little orange. What? Is that tan? Is that just sky? Is that my burn? I think I need to put some lotion on tonight when I get back home. Take this hoodie off, wipe it a little bit, put some more lotion on, make sure that the skin doesn't super dry out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Not much of a day. I don't have therapy until Thursday, so. Woo.